A couple months ago, I released this video on Instagram stories where I spun around and went from winter to summer-like weather in Hawaii. And in today's episode, I'm going to show you guys how to do this super easy effect on Final Cut Pro 10. And a special thanks to Storyblocks for sponsoring this video. You will need to shoot at two different locations. In the first scene, I shot it at a wooded park nearby during the winter. I also shot it vertically so I can post it on Instagram stories. It's up to you if you want to do that or not. This will work either way. The next scene I shot at the beach in Hawaii. In order to make this work, you need to shoot both scenes identically. I held the camera about arm's length and spun around a couple times in the first scene. I did the same thing in the second one, but since I was ending it off with that scene, I made it seem like I left the camera floating. I had Mills crouch down while I was doing this, and then come up and take the camera from me when I was done spinning. You don't have to end it this way, but I thought it made the effect stand out a bit more. Now that you have your footage, launch Final Cut Pro and load your clips. First, create a new project. If you are posting it on IG, then you'll want the video resolution to be 1080 by 1920. If not, then use your regular 1920 by 1080 resolution. Place your beginning clip on the project timeline. Place the second clip just below it, towards the end. Now you'll want to speed up the end of the first clip and the beginning of the second clip to make the transition more seamless. You can do this by bringing up the range tool by pressing R on your keyboard. Select the chunk of the first clip you want to speed up. Then click on the retiming options tool and select fast and the amount. I found that 4 to 8 times worked out best for my clips. Play around with it and see which one fits your footage better. Now do the same thing for the second clip. Now you'll want to try to position the subject in the same spot in both clips. Temporarily change the opacity of the top clip to about 40%. Choose either the top or bottom clip and then select the Transforms tab. Resize that clip so that the face is aligned with the other one. It doesn't have to be perfect, but try to get as close to it as possible. You don't want to resize it too much as well, or else it'll start to look grainy and you'll lose a lot of what you shot since you're cropping it. Change the opacity back to 100% on the top clip. Then move the second clip beside the first one. Now adding sound effects to these will definitely enhance the overall look. I made a couple of videos before on how important sound design is, so make sure to check it out so that you learn more about my sound design process and how important it is to the overall look of your videos. For the first part, I added in sounds of howling wind. It gives it that snowy winter feel. I added in a cinematic swoosh transition when the clip changes as well. Then for the second clip, I faded in ambient beach sounds with people talking in the background, and also sounds of seagulls flying around. Now color grade it or add it in your LUTs and you are good to go. And thank you again to Storyblocks for sponsoring this tutorial. Storyblocks Audio is where I get most of my sound effects from the howling winds in the beginning scene to the seagull sounds. Everything that I used in this video was from Storyblocks Audio. They have thousands of sound effects to choose from, so I'm pretty sure you'll find something for your video projects. So if you guys are interested in trying it out, make sure to click on the link in the description down below.